Hi, I'm Elaine Higgins, author of the second edition of Aprendemos, the new junior cycle Spanish program from Folens. Let me introduce you to Aprendemos. This is the second edition of Aprendemos Book 1. We have kept all the things you love and have added some great new features too. Your Aprendemos teaching package includes a student textbook, an accompanying portfolio book, a teacher's guide, and lots of useful digital resources to help develop oral, oral, grammar skills, and more. You asked and we listened. The second edition of Aprendemos 1 now includes a brand new design and some great new features to make teaching junior cycle Spanish even easier. The new design is contemporary and clear. We have introduced new characters, Alba from Bogota in Colombia and Fernando from Toledo in Spain. The characters represent the increased focus on Spanish-speaking countries in the new edition of Aprendemos. They're also representative of students in the modern Irish classroom. The new edition of Aprendemos 1 is the most up-to-date, exam-aligned junior cycle Spanish program in the Irish market, taking in changes from the most recent exam paper. The new Practica double pages at the end of each chapter are a great example of exam-style questions in the book. For example, the 10-panel matching exercise in reading question 9 is reflected in the Practica exercise on page 203 of the textbook. The 6-panel reading question 10 in the 2022 exam paper is reflected in the Practica exercise on page 171 of the textbook. Examples of reading comprehensions and questions, e.g. question 15 in the 2022 exam paper, are reflected in the Actualidad comprehension on page 140 in the textbook and in exercises such as the Practica comprehension on page 172. We've kept the great balance of the 5 skills that you've become accustomed to. We've kept all the icon colours the same, and we've added some new ones too. We've divided oral work into spoken production and spoken interaction, which is more in line with the specification. As before, the Aprendemos textbook contains important cultura from Spanish-speaking countries. The content in Aprendemos has been updated to include even more cultural references and comprehensions from not just Spain but other Spanish-speaking countries. The book now includes one authentic text per chapter. There is lots of culture in the portfolio book too. The textbook contains many online research tasks for students to get to know Spanish-speaking countries better. In this new edition, we've demystified CBA 1 for you. We have included a full oral communications chapter, showing each of the 4 CBA 1 types: interview, role play, presentation, conversation with stimulus. Each CBA 1 type is accompanied by an oral communications video. Native speakers do 1 mock CBA for each CBA type. The transcripts for these can be found in the textbook.
Hola Cristina, soy Daniel y tengo 13 años. Soy bastante bajo y tengo el pelo rubio y los ojos verdes.
Students also get an idea of spontaneous questions teachers might ask at the end of the videos.
¿Cómo se llaman tus padres?
Mis padres se llaman John y Hilda.
The corresponding pages in the portfolio help students prepare for their own CBA when the time comes. Each clave section at the end of a chapter also includes a question 2, to practice one of the 4 CBA types. A reflection checklist is also included. We've added a new reflexión feature in the textbook and portfolio. Students are encouraged to reflect on their learning throughout first year. Getting used to reflective language helps students gently prepare for their assessment task in third year. Blank reflection templates can be found in the portfolio book. We've kept the games and engaging content you loved and have added some more. Our digital offering with Aprendemos 1 is on point with the following resources: custom made for you to make teaching Spanish in the modern classroom seamless. All digital resources are closely integrated with the book, meaning they contain the same quality and level of content that you've told us you love. You will receive an ebook of the textbook with audio, the teacher's guide and the student portfolio on folandshive.ie. The animated dialogues provide you with extra oral content, and there are worksheets too, so you can just grab and go. There are 4 brand new videos which help demystify the CBA. They are closely linked to Chapter 9 in the textbook, which is our oral communications chapter. A bingo game accompanies each of the 8 full chapters, and it's great for student engagement and that Friday filler. The comic book slideshows are a great way to revise key questions and phrases from a chapter. You will find the comic strips on the ripasso pages at the end of each chapter. The comic book slideshows have audio too. Each chapter has an accompanying PowerPoint presentation to revise the key grammar points from a chapter. The PowerPoints also include extra grammar practice. There are also a number of editable resources on folandshive.ie, summer and winter tests, practica class tests, as well as planning resources, such as yearly planning templates and schemes of work. The audio script and solutions can be found on Folan's Hive, as well as in the printed version of the Teacher's Guide. We hope you enjoy teaching and learning Spanish with the new edition of Aprendemos. Hasta luego.